So if you haven't witnessed it, seen it, been a part of it, then it doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist. That's what you want me to believe, because that's what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying. Now, although this video was on a video where I mentioned the damn firmament, which I hate to mention that damn firmament because it brings out a lot of crazy thoughts. My man here was saying asteroids have fallen. Okay. You seen an asteroid fall from the sky? Actually, yes, I have. I've seen an asteroid fall from the sky, and we went and actually got the rock, the little small piece of rock that fell from the sky that actually made it to the earth. That happened in Oman when we was doing some military training back in 1992. So yes, I have seen that. Okay, so do you see those satellites leave the atmosphere? I used to work for a company where one of the things that we did was we sent up satellites, and we worked with those satellites. And I've worked with satellites while I was in the military. So yeah, I've worked with satellites before. Have you left the atmosphere? That's kind of one of them. Oh, I got your question, because I've never left the atmosphere. Only a few people get an opportunity to even fly an airplane. So the fact of somebody getting into any space programs around the world is very few people. So that's a dumb question. That's a dumb statement. That's one of those gotcha kind of statements. But I got one for you. Don't worry about it. Everything he says, he really just knows. He really doesn't know for a fact. Just stuff other people say. So if I was to use the same logic to which you use, then let me ask you a question. And I did ask you this question, but you didn't respond to it. Have you ever been to Oman? Because if you've never been to Oman, then Oman must not exist. Now, I've been to Oman. I've been to Yemen, Oman, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. Well, I ain't even go through the list. I've been to approximately somewhere around 27 to 30 countries in my lifetime. But based on your thought process, since I've never been to, say, Bora Bora, then Bora Bora doesn't exist. Because I've never been outside the atmosphere, so of course it cannot exist. If I had never seen an asteroid fall and we went and picked up the rock, then I guess that can't exist. So if you've never seen an airplane, then airplanes don't exist. It would be your statement here. That would be the mindset that you have simply by saying that. Many of the things that you believe in, many of the things that you accept as facts, you accept them because the general consensus, and you've been able to even see it on TV, the internet, or it's just so well known that you just accept that it is a real thing. Have you ever been to any African country? If you have not, then none of those African countries exist. Have you ever met, let me see, I don't want to use anybody who's actually, that maybe. Have you ever met Ada J. Ross? Most likely you've never met Ada J. Ross. So therefore, Ada J. Ross has never existed. That was my grandfather on my mother's side. So he has never existed because you never met him. And that's the basis of your statement in here of asking, did you see, have you been, if that is the logic to which that you are going to use in order to formulate a debate, then you are severely lacking. So you got to come with something different, my guy, when you make comments. And the reason why I made this video about this is because that type of assertion is one that people use, but can easily be flipped against that person to show how illogical it is. So when you're making a statement about something, you can't. One of the things you want to prime it against is the fact that somebody can easily make the same judgment calls based on what you believe are facts and what you believe are not facts. Now, you agree that the Earth is a sphere, but as far as asteroids, I don't know if you're Christian or not. I don't. But let me ask you this. According to Christianity, in Revelations, an asteroid called wormwood is supposed to fall and hit the Earth and then poison all the waters on Earth. I don't know if you're Christian or not. If you're not, then, ignore that. But if you're Christian, it certainly talks about that, right? What you gonna do about that? So to all those flat earthers and those who follow the Bible and say still believe that there are no asteroids, you kind of get stumped right there at the wormwood asteroid that's supposed to fall in Revelations. And if you're going to tell me that all the asteroid belt is within the Earth's atmosphere, y'all are putting a lot of stuff in this dome. You're putting galaxies and nebulas and stars and the sun, the moon, which the sun is just a star. But you're putting all this stuff, all the comets, and I mean, the Earth atmosphere would have to be, in the made-up word that is now an accepted word, ginormous in order for that to happen. But yet we can travel this environment in hours. Yeah. Y'all have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.